Imagine feeling 10 years younger, and all it takes is just a few simple stretches each day. At first, it sounds unbelievable, but you'll be able to prove it yourself and see how you can achieve it. It's best to stay until the end and join us in doing the exercises. And with these stretching exercises, you'll feel younger because the older we get, the less flexible we become, and these exercises are designed to counteract that. For the first exercise, let's go towards a wall. Ina, please step in front of a wall. You can join in right away. So, take half step forward towards the wall and place your hands against it. Lean on it a bit. Find your position first, and now focus on what's with your pelvis. Adjust it to push your groin forward and gently pull your belly button inward. Keep it steady and feel the stretch through your core and hips. And then, from that position, keep pushing your groin forward steadily while allowing your head to tilt gently back. Let your head drop back comfortably. That really opens up the entire line in the front. This is the most important exercise to counteract sitting and all the tension related to sitting. And now you're feeling a pull in your back. But you have to welcome it. That's nothing you should worry about in any way, because that actually means you're already doing exactly what we were just talking about. You're stretching the muscles and fascia that has increasingly got short over the passing years. And you breathe deeply in and out. It might pull in the groin area and perhaps even in the stomach as well. And then you feel that stretch. And now it's about getting into it as intensely as possible, just to the point where you can still handle it well. So the positive must outweigh the negative, but you keep going deeper and you calmly challenge yourself a little as well. And breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And keep reminding yourself the hips want to move forward, not the belly. Always aim to lead forward with your hips, and then you'll notice the stretch changes slightly. And now we're lengthening all these muscles and fascia in the front, and then we're bringing in the strength and power. Now we're training them properly, specifically by lightly tensing your abdomen as if you wanted to push the wall away using your core strength. Go ahead and give it a try. Try to push the wall away. It's not going to yield at all. And then you release the tension and gradually ease yourself a bit further into the stretch. And the inner part is quite stretched. So you can also stand much more upright and still feel a significant amount of the stretch. You don't have to get into the same position as Ina does. And now tighten up once more with your belly. Draw the strength from your hips and try to push the wall away from your body. And then you relax again and move a bit deeper into the stretch. And like I said, it doesn't have to be as far as Ina's position. Listen to your body. What is the point where it still feels bearable for you? And then gradually make your way back out. Step away from the wall and take a moment to check in with yourself. Yes, just tune in, move around a bit. And now we'll go into the opposite position. After that stretch, you might already feel a slight urge to move forward. The body naturally seeks balance, so I'm positioning my feet shoulder width apart, just like Ina does. Straighten your knees completely, gently sink forward and rest your hands on your legs. Hold that position, then slowly, bit by bit, begin to move further down. Take your time and let your body adjust naturally at its own pace. And then you'll notice that it's probably pulling backward, or at the back of your legs, in the back of your knees. Perhaps it's pulling at the back of your thighs, or maybe it's even pulling in your lower back area. That's okay. Wherever it pulls, we're lengthening and loosening those areas so you'll feel better again. Pay attention to this. Ina goes very far down. It doesn't have to be that far for you. Everyone practices in their own position where it's still comfortable to hold, but importantly, make sure to keep your knees completely straight. Keep them fully extended because especially if you're dealing with issues or pain in the back of your knee, it's absolutely crucial to really focus on that area and work on it properly. And you only get that with a fully extended knee. That's how you stretch that area. And keep going lower. If you can, you're also welcome to touch the floor with your hands. You don't have to. You could just stop right here at the top. That's fine. And you're already thinking, oh, I'm overwhelmed. That's exactly why. Always work your way slowly and gradually further down in the position you can hold. Breathe deeply and really feel where it's pulling and ask yourself, is it still positive at the moment? Yes, because it's really important. It must still be positive right now. How do you notice that? You may notice that when you are tensing in any way, mentally or physically, any part of your body, that means you have gone too far. It's not positive anymore. You have to feel relaxed and at ease. The stretching does sting a bit, yes, but it should still feel positive overall. Now reach behind your legs, please. Exactly. Hold on to the back of your legs, no matter how high or low you are positioned. And now try to pull your torso upwards. Since you're holding on, it shouldn't be possible to perform that movement. Because here, we aim to engage the muscles that are stretched and elongated, and now we are applying strength. They should be trained so that, as you grow older, you develop increasingly well-controlled and strong, powerful muscles, and we relax again and move further down. And as I said, you can be much higher and still practice just as effectively for yourself. And once again, you want to move upwards, you aim to go up, then you relax and gently let yourself slowly and steadily drop even further down one more time right now. And then you rise back up once more. Now take a step back slowly and then move forward again. And just get a bit of a feeling. Has it already become looser for you? And now we'll move back to the front area into a specific exercise that helps to stretch out what gets shortened during walking or sitting in a more targeted way. Step back about one step with your left foot. Position yourself so that your stance remains shoulder width apart. Yes, exactly shoulder width, just a bit wider. Perfect. Now place your right hand on your belly button and your left hand on your lower back. With your left hand, press your left hip forward, and with your right hand, gently pull backward. Then the exercise begins to flow smoothly and naturally. You're most likely feeling the stretch right now, particularly in your left hip area. And that's completely fine. You feel it in your left hip. Gently easing into that intensity, still manageable and steady, staying in control. You're really focusing those shortened hip flexors that get so tight from sitting, but as we are doing it on one side, the stretching is more targeted. Keep pushing further in. Belly button back, yes, back, so torso back and the pelvis forward. And the pelvis forward. Breathe deep, inhale, exhale slowly. And now we want to bring strength into this as well. How do we do that? You stay standing exactly as you are and focus on pulling your left foot forward with control. Pull your left foot forward. And then you'll notice it tightens here in the front of the leg. It tightens there, maybe even into the groin. You might also feel it a bit in your back. That's all perfectly fine. Then release the tension completely. And shift your hips slightly forward while moving your torso a bit further back. Wonderful. And keep checking in your body. It should still feel just about manageable. And once more, your left foot wants to move forward, almost like you're gently kicking a ball away, but slower. Your left leg wants to go forward. And you relax again. Let go and stretch a bit further into it. And then the torso comes back up. We've done it. Bring the left foot forward once more, nice and steady. Just loosen up a bit, relax your body. And now take a step back with the right foot and repeat the same movement on that side. Important, if you notice you're wobbling a lot, then widen your stance. Calmly move the right foot a bit further to the side, or the left exactly. So then place your left hand on the belly button and your right hand on the lower part of your buttock. And where is my groin? Here at the front is the groin. And now you push the groin forward, and with the torso, you move back. And now really focus on that stretching sensation. These exercises are most effective when you truly feel that stretch happening in your body. That's why it's always important. Where is it stretching? How intense is the stretching? Am I doing it right? so try to get into it more and more. If you're doing it for the first time, it might still feel a bit uncertain and unfamiliar, but that's normal. The more you practice this exercise, the easier it gets as the body fully learns it. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Belly button wants to go back, groin wants to move forward. And the right leg can remain slightly bent for support. However, if you notice that bending it feels too tiring, you can always choose to straighten it instead. You can also keep it straight. Yes, both are good for this exercise. Do it in a way that feels best for you. You always have to feel like you're on a relaxing getaway vacation. An active vacation, that is. You are doing something, but it feels good. And don't make it too intense, otherwise it becomes torturous and then the exercise isn't fun anymore. Keep pushing further in. And now we're also doing our strength training here. How's it going? Remember, now you want to push forward as far or as strongly as you possibly can with your right foot, making sure the rest of your body stays completely still and stable. The foot wants to move forward. Build up that strength. That has to be trained. It has to be practiced. Absolutely. Then you relax again, and you notice now you can go a little further back and pull the right side forward just a tiny bit more than before. Yes, good. Then you do the same thing again. Aim for the right foot. The right foot wants to go forward. Where's the right side? Okay? And then the right foot should move forward. Pull. Yes, very good. And then you'll feel the muscles in the right leg working hard. And then relax again. And go a little further into the stretch. But the exercise time is over, so we're slowly coming out of it now. Gently move your legs a little. And now we're going to focus once again on the shoulders. To be more specific, you'll position yourself against a wall. Let's use this wall here. Go ahead and press your belly, the front of your body, firmly up against the wall right now. And we'll begin with the right arm. Position your right arm horizontally. And then raise it 10 degrees higher, a hand's width higher. And position yourself so that you can press gently against the wall, bringing your right shoulder firmly into contact with it. Yes, good. And press with your left hand in a way that helps you gradually rotate your body further toward the left side as needed. You'll notice the pull in your shoulder, but only stretch as far as you can comfortably manage, ensuring your shoulder stays pressed against the wall. Or as close as possible. It might be really challenging for you. And then you concentrate on staying as close to the wall as you can manage, even if it's tough. And now it's simply about turning further and further to the left. And the more you turn, the more you'll feel the stretch intensify. But we, as always, don't overdo it. Don't push too far. It should still feel just positively bearable, not uncomfortable. Stay at the wall, Ina, exactly. Otherwise, you'll avoid the stretch, so try to stay as close to the wall as possible. Then it's better to rotate less, right? And breathe deeply, keep going deeper and feel where it pulls. That's most likely pulling in the right shoulder, extending further down the right arm and reaching into the right chest. All of that is okay, and you have to pull to get a good effect because after all, you want to feel younger afterwards. And now we're doing our strength training again. The muscle that's stretched now also needs to get strong. That means you press with your hand, your elbow, and your forearm as firmly and as hard as you possibly can, steadily pushing against the wall. Push against it as if you wanted to make a dent. Just as much as you can manage, but stay in the range where you still find it just bearable. The smile has to outweigh it. By the way, speaking of smiling, smile a little because then it becomes much easier for you to practice. And keep them loose. Ina is smiling, very good. And once more, you're pressing against the wall. Really firmly, push hard against the wall, press with all your strength and focus. And then relax again, sinking just a bit deeper into the stretch. Now really push, give it everything you've got. Time's almost up. Turn just a bit deeper into the stretch, then slowly release and step away from the wall completely. And for the left side, yes, let's stay calm here. We're going to do exactly the same thing now. Step back in front of the wall. Now extend your left arm out horizontally, starting at shoulder height, and then move it up a hand's width. Yes, so you have a slightly ascending angle. That's important for the right fibers here in the front, the ones we want to target, so it works as well as possible for you. Shoulder in, right hand firmly pressed against the wall, and now steadily push yourself further, this time into a gentle, controlled, and smooth rotational movement towards the right. Did you know that when you ask older individuals, how do you notice your age as time progresses and changes? Number 1 is pain, number 2 is mobility. And that's precisely where we're going to direct our attention now. And that's the reason why if you do the exercises right afterwards, you'll be able to say, yes, I really feel younger. Because when I was younger, my mobility was more restrained, but now that I'm older and exercising, I'm much more flexible, you know? Yeah? Keep pushing forward. The pain might spread through the entire arm, elbow, shoulder, or even stretch toward the chest. Everywhere you feel it stretching, you can actually be glad because afterward you'll feel younger and more relaxed, since everything will just be a lot looser and freer than before. And gradually focus on it, keeping the shoulder engaged. Now we're also integrating our strength training here once more. That means you push with your left arm, press as hard as you can against the wall. Imagine you have a weight in your hand. You'd be lying on your back, wanting to lift the weight. Exactly like you're doing strength training, but in a way that feels just right for you. Then relax again and gently ease a bit deeper into the stretch. And again, press against it. Press really firmly. Whenever muscles tense up and want to work, it's a training effect that makes them stronger. And this strength training that we're doing here in the stretch position, I genuinely consider it to be the best strength training in the world. Because that's when the body gets exactly what it needs. Muscles become flexible, longer, stronger, all at once. And then you step out, relax completely, and we're finished. Now move your body around a bit. Feel into it, feel inside yourself. How does it feel? Did you notice what just a few exercises can do? How good you feel afterwards? Don't forget to join us again next week. Next Saturday, we'll do something that will help you feel better the very moment you wake up in the morning, okay?